I'm David Misch. I'm an American comedy writer, a screenwriter. I wrote for a TV show called Mork and Mindy that starred Robin Williams, and a movie you may have seen when you were young, The Muppets Take Manhattan, and for a show called Saturday Night Live. And the question I was asked is, how would comedy relate, if at all, to technology and engineering? And I actually think it does, but only in the sort of basic sense of the mechanics that are used in both fields. Comedy depends on surprise. That it all boils down to that one word. There is no joke that's successful that you laugh at that doesn't surprise you. There is no comedy bit in a movie. There is no YouTube video that is good that doesn't work on surprise. And the same thing, I think, applies in every field. You have to surprise people. If you're building a building and the line just goes like that, it's not surprising. If you're Frank Gehry and it goes like that, people are going to be surprised. They may hate it, but they may love it. And if it just goes like that, they won't care. So finding some way to disrupt people's expectations, to surprise them, to delight them, to scare them, to jolt them in some way is, I think, the key to success in any field. And I would say artistic field, and I would include engineering and technology in that. Everything is trying to communicate to other people. And if you communicate in a boring way, you're not going to be successful. Another question is how technology plays into comedy, especially animation and CGI. And clearly, it's fine. It can work wonderfully. I think of Guardians of the Galaxy, which used CGI in a very inventive way. But generally, the humor is playing off ordinary things. I'm forgetting the character's name, the tree. Root? What was his name? Do we remember? Anyway, the tree character, that was CGI. It wasn't a real person. But the fact that the character was simple and almost a little dim-witted, but incredibly strong, and essentially an inanimate object, all those things combined made him funny. A tree limb is not going to be funny. But if it's sentient, if it's like a person, and it's like a person in a way you would not expect, then that surprise is funny. And the way that Chris Pratt, the hero of that movie, interacted with these amazing monsters and big outer space adventures was, again, funny because of the contrast between the largeness, the cosmic nature of the forces opposing him, and his very human nature. Sometimes his preening, his egotism, and sometimes his fear. That humanness combined, that smallness combined with the bigness makes for comedy. So yes, I think technology can definitely play a role in comedy, and has.